me, Katie, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be unboxing a box that we unboxed for the first time last month, and that is the Marker Universe box. So every month, Marker Universe does this box. It's a blind box, and it's about $30 to ship in the US. It's about $8.50, so it's about a $40 box. And it's supposed to be filled with like pens and markers and really cool stuff. So I'm excited to see what's in this month's, and this one's kind of a, I may or may not get it on a month-to-month basis, but a lot of you seemed really interested in last month, so I'm just opening it again this month. So if you're excited, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a part of our Squid Pod down below, and let's get into unboxing this box. Ow, don't put your finger in the way of this when you're opening it, because cardboard cuts hurt. Ouch. Alright, so as like last time, we've got some black tissue paper. Kind of pull this off. And then we always have some like info stuff. So we first have a Marker Universe sticker. Then the challenge is to create what is used, or the challenge is to create using only what's in the box. You can use some or all of the items, so try not to use anything else. And then you can tag them. Yeah. And then they've got some info on what else is in here, but I'm going to wait for that because we're just going to grab. I have no idea what we're getting into this month, so I'm just going to grab a couple items and we're going to go. So first off, we have a Tombow ABT marker. This is a double-ended marker with a bullet on one end, a brush on the other, and these are the water-based, water-soluble, like water, I'm saying water a lot, watercolor markers, so that's pretty cool. So we have a blue one of that. Next up, we have, I don't know if you can read that, but it's a Tombow Twin Tone. It has a, this is an interesting looking bullet tip. It doesn't come to a super fine point. And on the other end is, oh, it's a really fine like plastic nib. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why it's called Twin Tone outside of maybe the fact that it has two ends. So it's green, very, very green. I can already see we have another one of those, and this one is in blue. Then we've got, ooh, okay, I'm really excited about these. This is a Chameleon fine liner. So this is one of the color changing ones, so you can put like the different colors or the, oh shoot. So you can put like different colors to get them to have like different colored line arts. This is a really fine tip, and we've got BG3, which is kind of this like aqua-y teal color. I'm already loving the color selection, by the way. We have another Tombow ABT marker. This one's a darker blue. Another Chameleon marker, or fine liner, I suppose. This is in GR1. It's kind of just like a pale green. Another Tombow ABT marker. This one's kind of like a really light pinky color. We'll swatch these out at the end, don't you worry. Then we have a Graph O twin tip water-based marker. That's actually what this pamphlet was about. So on one end you have a brush, and on the other end you've got a really fine tip fine liner, and this is also in like a pinky color. I'm already getting an idea of what I want to draw with this, and I'm very excited. So this is exciting. We've got a Sakura Pigma Sensei marker pen, and it's like a calligraphy pen, so you've got your chisel, but you can use it in different ways to get different line widths. And that's in black, if you didn't guess. Another Graph O marker in another aqua tealy color. Super excited for that. This box has so many things. Oh my gosh. A Zig Mangaka 02. And then this is, it's water-based pigment. It's interesting. And it's in a navy blue container, but I don't know if the pigment is blue or not, but we'll swatch it out like I said earlier. Then we have, oh, this is exciting. Winsor & Newton watercolor marker. Here, I'll just get it out. So they've got a bullet tip on one end, and I believe it's a chisel tip on the other end. No, it's a brush tip. Shoot. I haven't used one of these in a while. Camera focus. I have them. I just don't use them very often. But that's really cool, and it's in this really nice blue color. Does it have a number? Oh, it's phthalo blue green shade. Very nice. And then I think that's it as far as that is concerned. And this is really exciting. Okay, so the last item, and I'm just going to let you guys use the code this time, is some aqua watercolor paper by Express It. I didn't even know they made watercolor paper. It's heavyweight, 200 GSM. 25 sheets, suitable for wet and dry media. They also have it in 300 GSM. And if you want, you can check out at expressit.us for, you can get 25% off if you use the code MUJulyBB. So yeah, this is actually really interesting. I'm always on the hunt for some really good watercolor paper, so hopefully this is good. Again, just a disclaimer, I don't think they normally always give out paper. We got lucky with this month and last month. Alright, so let me splay these items out really quick. I feel like we got a lot more pins this time and a lot more markers, just a lot more in general, and I'm really excited. I don't know how these markers work. I'm going to have to do some research to see if there's any specific thing you have to do to get them to color change, or if I just don't have any way to color change them. I know with the regular chameleon markers you need the little topper parts, so I don't know, but these tops are it's just a lot, so I don't know if maybe I can put this other one in here and it'll color change it. I don't know yet, but I'm going to figure all that out. But anyway, here is a look at the box. I'm going to go ahead and swatch them out. Yeah, so let's go do that. On to one of my favorite parts, which is doing the art. Today's art is a little bit more simple. If I'm honest, I really didn't have time to do anything super elaborate, but I think that's okay. I think doing simple art from time to time isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's good to just chill out, relax, and not think too much. So again, I am going with the beach time theme for my Patreon, and I kind of, in my head, decided that this may have been like a mermaid who may have recently gained her legs, but she's looking out over the water, just kind of wistfully, so that was my headcanon for that. I do want to give you a price breakdown for this box. I didn't in the last one just because I didn't really think about it, but this one I did. So I went all over the internet and found prices for all of the items. A lot of the prices are from the Marker Universe site, just because I couldn't find them anywhere else, but the price breakdown for the box was about $34.17, which honestly isn't that bad for a bunch of pins and a little bit of paper. The box price that I paid for was $30 now. With shipping, it made it $38.50, which is pricey, but again, you have to think it costs a lot to ship a box, so I'm not going to fault them too much on that. But overall, do I think that this box was worth it price-wise? I personally do. Again, that is definitely up to you to decide what you feel about it. But I liked it. I had a lot of fun with this box, and I loved the color scheme, and I just really like the markers. I'm not the biggest fan of like the twin tone markers in here, so I'm gonna give it like points off for that, but that's okay. I mean, like, they didn't know. And I think another thing I'm kind of about is the chameleon markers were very similar in tone, so they kind of just melted away together. It was, I mean, they're pretty colors, but together you couldn't even really tell much of a difference when it came to mixing the colors. So, you know, there's that. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with this box, and personally that means a lot to me because I like getting mystery boxes. They're fun, and it's mystery, so I pay for that, and I'm totally okay with that. But anyway, let me know what you think about the box down below, and, you know, if you loved it, if you don't think it's worth the money. I know a lot of you in the last one didn't really think it was worth it, but I personally liked the art I created with it. So, I mean, again, I'm a happy camper. Plus, I love getting markers, so I'm never upset about that. But anyway, to talk more about the piece, I tried to use as many of the supplies as I could. Some of the supplies only got a little bit of showtime, if you will, in the piece. So like the Tombow markers definitely shone the most because I used them in the most areas. I think the ones that I used the least were the Pigma Sensei. I'm not a big fan of like chisel fine liners or markers. I mean, they're good in some contexts, but for what I drew, I just felt like it didn't really work. And the chameleon markers, or fine liners, I really didn't find a place for them because I wanted this to be a black outline and I didn't want the outlines to just kind of fade away in the background because that's definitely what would have happened. So I only used them in like one area for each thing I just mentioned. I think the same kind of goes for the twin tone markers. I used them a little bit, but it wasn't a ton. The most that I used were the Grapho markers and the Tombow markers. And the Winsor Newton marker. Like, they just worked really well. They covered a lot of area. They layered up really well. And you could use them with a water brush, which I found really, really nice. So I really enjoyed the box, though. I do want to apologize that this video is up a day late. We're going out of town today, so I've been busy and we just had a lot of errands to run, so I just wasn't able to upload this. I've had it done for a few days now, I just haven't edited it, which honestly takes forever, and I'm not gonna lie, editing is not my favorite part because it takes so long. I'm just impatient, as we all know, so, you know. But anyway, there are some things that you won't see in the video that I did add. I added a background wash of the Grapho pink marker. I ended up layering it up a couple times just so it wouldn't mix in with her skin. And then I also added a jelly roll to the outline of the outside of the piece, and then I think that's it. I'm looking at the piece while I'm watching this, and I think that might be it that I added. I think I added some extra like dark lines in certain areas, but anyway, I kind of did them when I came back to the piece, because sometimes I'll do that. I'll just kind of come back to a piece eventually, but anyway, yeah, I really like this piece. When I look at it, I just dream of the beach and wish I was the one looking out over the ocean. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed all these unboxings that I've been doing. And yeah, again, if you're not already a part of our Squid Pod, there's a subscribe button down below, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the little bell so you can get notified on when I do the video thing. If you're interested in becoming a part of my Patreon, there is a link in the description. There should have already been like a card on the screen earlier in the video, so if you want to check that out. Please don't feel obligated to support me. I would love if you did, but if you aren't able to or don't want to or whatever, you definitely support me by, you know, chilling out here and commenting and all that stuff. So I appreciate it anyway. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys stay safe, happy, healthy, have a squididdly doodly awesome day, and until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!